Hello, welcome to the channel. I am super excited to read. Now, today is normally Tarot Tuesday, but if you missed yesterday's readings, I brought out these two decks of cards, and wow, what a profound reading that was. So I really wanted to stay in that stream of awareness and that energetic stream. I did tap in again. I'm learning to just sit with myself. I highly suggest this for anyone that's, interested in feeling more connected to what's real, because I'm giving you information as well as lots of other people. And I always think that we should, like when I'm talking to you, if it doesn't feel true, then it's not your truth. So if it does feel true to you, then it is, and keep listening. So what I'm hearing is that we need to prepare ourselves for like our nervous system. And we do that by sitting with ourselves and quieting our mind and the distractions that come because we have busy lives. So yeah, so that's what I heard this morning as I was kind of quieting myself. And that's what I was saying is I highly recommend anybody that's interested to take time to see what messages that you hear when you quiet your mind and just ask things like, what do I most need to know right now? So I'm hearing begin with the archetypes. So I love the wild unknown, and archetypes could be said as, qualities of ourselves, or these themes that run through our lives, right? There are a lot of, different like enneagrams and things for you to find out, what your natural archetypal energy is, so what you resonate to. But through this book, Kim Krans has really done a deep study into the archetypes and what they mean and how they flow into our life and how they represent themselves. So I'm excited. Thank you, Kim, for all your hard work. So let's see what we most need to know right now. Wow, they are really feeling sticky, like sticky, sticky, sticky. And so I just want to open them up a little bit with some air. I'm going to do a little bit like this as well. And then I'm hearing take the top card. So I'm going to do that, to take the top card here. The creator energy. Is there another one? Yes. So I'm going to ask for more information with this creator card. And it's this one. Feeling very strongly about this one. And the offering. Well, it's interesting how cards come out. And that's the art of reading oracles and bringing your energy in. And when you open up your energy and your awareness to possibility, and you don't need the outcome to be any particular way, like I don't come into this and go, show me this or show me that. I really want to see what's the possibility, what is a message truly for me and you as we move forward. And I always go to the guidebook that she has. It's quite large. But the first thing that I'm noticing is the creator energy and the offering energy is their hands. And there's anybody that works with their hand is energetic healers and different things like that. We know the power of our hands and the importance of understanding these beautiful extensions, because they are extensions of our heart. And both of these are bringing something into being. This one is creating something. This one is holding something, that's offering something. And this is card number 22, and this is card number 44. So there's an interesting, like there's a doubling here of, no, is this 44? No, this is the X afterwards. So please forgive me. This is 64. So 22 and 64 would have been very cool if it was 44, because then it would have been the doubling of that. But instead, this 22 energy to me is a sacred energy. 2 and 2 is 4, around creating a foundation for something. So I'm going to read a little bit about what Kim Krans has about the artist, the alchemist, and the innovator. The creator is the first archetype in the trio of existence. It's not intimidated by darkness or by lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges with meager, minimal, and outlandish materials. The creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonant with healing sounds. They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of its destruction. The creator does this by, first, being absolutely present to what is. That's what I was feeling when you soften and let everything go out of your mind and sit with yourself. You are absolutely present, and then your mind likes to come and interjects and put little things here. But this is why I think this hand is here in the darkness, and this explosion of opportunities and energy, colorful energy around the outside. Not imagining or wishing things were different, but just sitting with where you are. So that's first, being absolute present to what is. Second, trusting that a force greater than themselves awaits constant collaboration with each human soul. So that to me speaks of purpose. There is a constant collaborative effort going on. And this effort is trusting that you don't need to know what it is that's supposed to come out, but trusting that a collaboration, like you don't have to do it alone. That's the 22. Whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity, it remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. So that's the two, being absolute present and trust. Trust with what is there to be created. So this is an archetypal aspect of all of us. We all have the creator energy, and obviously, if you've been with me for a while, you've heard me say that, you know, I have worked as an artist and had an art gallery, and so many times people will say they're not creators, but we all are creators. We all have the ability to create. So the offering, this is the gift, the present, and the sacrifice. Unlike many other cards in the deck, the offering carries a clear as day message and a call to action. It's interesting because it's heading right towards the creator. It's asking us to be the creator, I believe. As you may have guessed, it is time for something to be given and given up for the sake of a bigger picture. If nothing comes to mind immediately, though it's likely it will, take time in meditation, quieting the mind, to consider what must be offered and who is to receive it. It's likely you'll feel attachment and hesitancy. You'll make excuses, but recognize the link between the word sacrifice and the word sacred. One leads to the other. When we offer up something to the greater good, we lighten our load and become more able to serve. Imagine for a moment if you were to offer your whole self unconditionally to the world. For now, start small. But isn't that interesting? Because this card was asking us to really be quiet and to sit with ourselves and to trust that there is a process going on, whether we see it or not, of the creating. The human soul is in constant collaboration with the divine, whatever it is that you may have. So this is saying that when you give your entire self over to the possibility of something, and we all know this, anyone who started a business, like we say, we jump all in. What's going on? We're all in. And that's what it feels like right now. So I'm going to bring these two a little bit more into the center, and let's find out what do animals have to say in this situation? What is the energy coming in? What animal energy? Okay. Wow, look at this sacred bear energy. I love this for several reasons. It says take time out. This is where we began with this, is getting quiet and allowing and trusting that there is something beyond where you are right now that needs you to let go of everything. This looks like a very sacred energy. Bear, as we know, hibernates in the winter, and he uses his senses to know when to retreat and go into hibernation and when to come back out. And we're in a 9-year. And I think this is bigger than what we're seeing it as, is that this 9 energy this is the ending of something. And just like this energy that we have here, when we completely let go, then we're able to receive what's meant to be. So under Colette's information, it says there's a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patience. The arrival of brown bear signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work towards a goal at this time and instead taking the time out to meditate. So we've got all of this is saying the exact same time. It's same thing, excuse me. It's time to stop. Or just take a nap. You can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create. And that's what this creator energy is about. It's not about you doing something. It's you in collaboration, co-creating with divinity. And I feel like it has it ringing towards your divine purpose. Let's see what he says. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience? Insights will arise as you quiet your mind, and possibilities will start unfolding. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely, but be patient at this time. Relax and recharge. The call for action will come later. Wow, I love that. I'm going to see if there's anything else. I think it may be... This may be what we need, yeah. Okay, one more. Wow, so interesting that we have card number 13, claim your spirit. And as we know, if we've ever had a cat, that they kind of do their own thing. They know who they are. And that's what this was saying here. It's like, if you know what you want, kind of when you quiet your mind and you're allowed to receive this divine inspiration because you're co-creating with all that is. We always think that we're by ourselves and that we forget that everything that we do has a ripple effect out into the world, and that what we create is an offering. It's part of who we are. It's an expression of who we are. And sometimes we're creating things that we don't even know we're creating them. We have forgotten that they're part of us. And so sometimes we're sending out information and energy that isn't what we want to send out. And I think that that's why it's time to listen. And that's what I heard as I was coming into this session, is the importance of like quieting and knowing our energy, and being able to sit with who we are so we have time to reset, because there's a lot of energetic firsts coming in right now, and there's a lot of shifts, and I think a lot of seismic activity, a lot of things going on. So it's really important for us to quiet. So when these big transformational shifts occur, that we can see what we need to see and receive what we need to receive, so that we can be a part of creation as we move forward. So thank you so much for generously coming back to the channel every day. I do appreciate you. If you're new, I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button. And until tomorrow, have a magical day. Bye now.